Before filing for divorce in Florida, there's a residency requirement to meet first. This video covers exactly what the rule is, who actually has to meet it, and how it's proven. Florida's residency rule comes from Florida Statute Section 61.021, which requires that one of the parties to the marriage have resided in Florida for 6 months before the petition for dissolution is filed. That 6-month period runs immediately before the date the case is actually filed with the clerk of court, not before the date of separation, and not before the date either spouse decided to divorce. Only one spouse has to meet this requirement, not both, and that spouse doesn't even need to be the one who files. If one spouse has lived in Florida for 6 months but the other lives elsewhere, a Florida case can still be filed. The most straightforward way to prove residency is a valid Florida driver's license, a Florida identification card, or a Florida voter registration card, each showing an issue date at least 6 months before filing. The issue date on the document is what matters, not the date someone actually moved to Florida. A recently renewed license can show a fresh issue date even if the underlying residency is much older. For anyone without a qualifying document, Florida provides an alternative, a signed affidavit of corroborating witness. This is a sworn statement from someone other than the filer or their spouse, generally someone who has personally known the filer for the relevant period, confirming under oath that the filer has lived in Florida for at least 6 months. It's signed in front of a notary public or deputy clerk and filed with the petition. Anyone who moved to Florida less than 6 months ago isn't yet eligible to file in Florida. There's no fee, form, or waiver that shortens the 6-month period. It runs on the calendar regardless of how the rest of the case is prepared. Filing before the requirement is met risks the case being dismissed for lack of jurisdiction once the issue is raised, which can cost the filing fee and any progress already made. Virdix asks about residency as part of preparing Florida paperwork and helps identify which type of proof fits a given situation, a qualifying ID or an affidavit of corroborating witness, before filing. Virdix is a document preparation service, not a law firm, so this is not legal advice, but it can help make sure the paperwork is complete and consistent from the start.